Today I want to answer the question, is budgeting the only tool you need to help you grow your financial wealth? I'm Nico Kleinhans, a certified financial planner based here in Cape Town, South Africa. My clients live in more than 10 countries around the world. I've been working in the financial services sector for more than 35 years. Through the years, I've seen what happens when clients are given incorrect or misleading advice. Unfortunately, far too often I've seen the results of people making financial decisions based on bad advice. Advice that has enriched their brokers while leaving the clients far worse off than when they started. The client's needs, priorities, goals, values or dreams seem to have been the last thing on the minds of their service providers. Many so-called financial gurus will tell you that to manage your finances, you need to budget better and buy one of their products. They will end the story there, but I want to tell you that that is not the secret to growing wealth. In this video, I will explain why. Don't make those mistakes. I'm not saying you can get rich without budgeting and saving. Again, the important thing to realize is that it is not enough, especially when the world has been turned upside down. Budgeting is the door, but it does not secure the destination. So managing finances includes budgeting. That means managing what you earn and developing different sources of income called income streams, as well as keeping how you spend your money under control. Now we know that budgeting is not enough. The question that we want to answer in this video is, how do I grow my financial position, my financial wealth? This is really what we refer to when we talk about your wealth. We all know the line that we were taught at school about not putting all your eggs in one basket. Well, this is true. It is not only your money in your bank account that matters, it's also about your assets, the things that you own or have invested in. These could be things like the home you live in, as well as other property you own and rent out. The money you've put aside in your retirement, such as your pension, retirement annuities, your emergency savings that will help you survive a crisis. And in addition to this, any other unit trusts or investments that you may have. Now here comes the lesson. It is the return, which is a fancy word for interest or income, that you receive from your assets that helps build your wealth. I want to tell you about a couple who came to see me because they wanted to buy a beautiful house on the side of a lake in scenic Garden Route in South Africa. The estate agent told them that this property could also include a boathouse, which cost 250,000 rand. Now that may have sounded a bit of a waste, as neither of them owns a boat, nor are they planning to do so in the future. The wise thing seemed not to spend their money on something they wouldn't use. This is what I pointed out to them. If they bought the boathouse, paying 250,000 rand, they could earn 30,000 rand a year from renting that house to people who do own boats. That would earn them a return of 12% on the investment from day one. As their financial advisor, I told them this was an excellent return. Imagine if you were to come to me with the same amount of money, 250,000. And I told you to put that money into a savings account and forget about it. That would certainly be the safest option with the least hassle. But I can tell you now, the interest rate you would get on that savings would be less than 6%. And that is not as good as 12%, is it? In addition to that, on the interest rate, you're still going to have to pay tax. So what is different when you're a client of Northwood Financial Services? Well, once a year, in the month of your birth, I ask you to value the most important assets and then help you figure out what has happened. Here's an example of someone I helped. Let's call her Grace. Grace recently lost a partner to whom she had been married for more than 20 years. And when she came to me, I asked her to make a list of her assets. This is what her assets looked like. She had a main residence which was valued at 1.2 million. Her rental property was worth 1.5 million. Her pension benefits were worth 2.3 million. Her retirement annuities were valued at 800,000. Emergency savings were valued at 50,000. And then she had a family home. Now this is a unique concept in South Africa, where a grandmother owns a property, and on her death the property goes to the next generation and the next generation, and eventually just becomes known as the family home. And because we work on a clan system, you often put someone in your clan in that home, somebody who can't look after themselves. And in this case, they had a brother who had managed to have 5 kids and was unemployed, and he was put in the family home. Now, 12 months later, that exercise was repeated. So we now had a new value for the family residence, which was 1.5 million. We had rental income, which was the rental income property, which was now 1.7 million. The pension benefits had grown to 2.5. Retirement annuities had increased. The emergency savings had increased. But the family home had dropped 200,000 rand in value, partly because the brother and his kids were destroying the home, and the home was in a road where nobody else, none of the other neighbors, were taking care of their properties, and the cumulative effect was that 200,000 of that investment was lost. But overall, her wealth grew by 555,000 rand over the same year. Now that was equal to nearly 46,000 rand per month. So her wealth has actually grown over that period, considerably more than she actually earned per month. As somebody who has been around for a long, long time, I can confidently tell you that the financial markets get shaken up, but they will recover. Growing your wealth is a long-term commitment. The thing is, you and your financial service provider must have the same vision. You must be aligned in what you want to achieve. Through the years, I've helped clients weather many storms, just like the ones that we are facing right now in the world. I can go further than that. My goal is to help you become financially independent by dealing with your debt and your budget. But I will also help you to build and protect a lifestyle that you are comfortable with. The next step is to grow your wealth so you can start to do the things you want to do instead of just slaving away to survive from month to month. I want to tell you, you don't have to be at the mercy of a service provider if you arm yourself with sufficient knowledge, and that can help you take charge of your financial future. This is why I sell advice and not just products. I don't earn all of my money chasing commissions from large insurance companies or investment companies. You are buying my time, you are buying my knowledge, and you are buying my experience. And you can ask any of my clients. A large number have been with me for many years. So if I'm not panicking about what's happening out there, you shouldn't panic anyway. Come, let's talk the long road to your financial freedom.